What's going on, everyone? From LowKick MMA, my name is Danny Podolsky. I am joined with Robert Bryczek. He is set to make his UFC debut on February 10th when he takes on Albert Duraev. Robert, thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, hello. Nice to meet you. Me too.
It's great meeting you. Uh, you were the first Polish fighter that I have had the chance to interview, so this is cool for me. But for you, being from Poland, coming over to America, this is your first fight in America. How do you like being in the States?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Can't wait for the fight. I come to US 2 weeks before the fight, so next week will be fight week, and everything is perfect.
So you mentioned you're training now at the UFC PI for the first time. How has that been, being in that facility and kind of being in Vegas and around all of the UFC people?
It's great. I am in the UFC Performance Institute,
Mhm.
like you see,
Yeah.
and if I have to be honest, this is the best place I ever been for the fighters.
Mhm.
Everything is great, and especially people, like you said, a lot of top fighters, and that's great to be here and train together.
Going back to your training in Poland, you mentioned you just got to Vegas. Where in Poland were you training, and who were your main training partners for this camp?
Like I said earlier, I am from Bielsko-Biała. This is city in the south of Poland, in the mountains. But when I start fight camps, usually I going to the capital, to the Warsaw, and train there in the Skra Fight Club, Unique Fight Club, and Copacabana. I train couple gyms and traveler.
Mhm.
Because sparring partners there are more sparring partners, especially, and have boxing my boxing coach there, Jacek Kucharczyk, and that's it.
When you look at the landscape of Polish MMA right now, it's very much on the rise. There's a lot of contenders, Matthias Gamrot, Jan Blachowicz, Joanna ran the strawweight division for a while. She's retired
Yes.
now. But for someone like yourself, who you're about to make your UFC debut, you're from Poland, where do you see yourself fitting in amongst the next wave of Polish talent in MMA?
I come here to go to the top. We have a lot of good Polish fighters, like you said, Jan Bochowicz, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She helped me to join to the UFC also. Mateusz Gamrot, of course. I'm here with my mental performance coach, Daria Albers, and she also trained Mateusz Gamrot or Jan Bochowicz. So
Got it.
I have great experience. So I think I am the next top fighter from the Poland.
Before I get back to your fight, I do want to ask one last question because Matthias Gamrot is coming off a big win and is very much descending up the rankings at lightweight. Could you see him being a champion at 155? And is he someone you've gotten to work with?
No, we don't train together, but I think Mateusz Gamrot will be champion one day because he's hard worker, he's very determined, and you saw his skill, great wrestling, and also very nice stand up, but he don't show it yet.
Going back to your fight, how did this fight with Albert Duraev come together, and how has training been going just overall for you?
I know that Duraev is a wrestler background. I do a lot of wrestling in Poland. From 2 years, I do a lot of wrestling. Maybe I don't show it on the fight because my fights looks more like boxing fights. But trust me, we do a lot of work in that side, like in wrestling, and we will see. We will see. I 100% focus on my skills and my strong sides, not on my opponent.
So with that in mind, have you gotten to watch the footage on Duraev? What gives you the advantage over him in this fight?
He have his strong sides. He have his bad side. but I truly believe in my best side. I mean my hands, and I think I could knock out everyone guy.
And it's, you mentioned that of your 17 wins, 11 of them are by knockout. Is that your priorities to, beat guys with their hands? And do you see this fight playing out in a similar way with you knocking out Albert Duraev?
Yes. The plan is always the same, but I don't scare any side of the fight. If we'll be in the ground, no problem. I am black belt jiu-jitsu and can grapple with him also.
And so obviously Duraev has, he's from Dagestan. He has the Sambo background.
From Chechnya.
Oh yeah, sorry, from Chechnya. If this fight hits the ground, do you think he'll be able to stay up, stay on pace with his wrestling and get it back standing where you want to strike?
We will see. Fight will show. I think I can put my warunki, jak są, przepraszam? Style. I put my style in the cage, and it could be hard for him to take me down.
So UFC debut, you're on the main card. Any nerves about that first fight, that first walk into the UFC Octagon?
Maybe not nerves. I'm excited. I'm excited. But in Europe, I fought in big events like Octagon MMA, and in O2 Arena, there was like 21,000 people. I'm an experienced guy, have like 22 fights, so my attitude for this fight is like every else.
So UFC debut again, you're on the main card already. You're third up there on the card. What should fans know about you? Because, you are the debuting fighter. I feel most MMA fans don't necessarily or haven't been introduced to Robert Bryczek yet, especially in America.
Yes, I think maybe because the reason why I am on the main card, I think maybe my style and Uriah's style, it will be electric fight, and people can expect a lot of fireworks in the cage. So maybe that's the reason. But yes, this is big honor for me to could be in the main card in my debut. This is something amazing.
The main card, so you're on the main card. The main event is also a pair of middleweights. Jack Hermanson fights Joe Pyfer. Who do you think wins that fight?
We will see. Hermanson is very experienced. I don't saw Pyfer fights, but I hear that he is heavy puncher. So I think he can win by knockout in this fight. But we will see. If Hermanson take this fight to the ground, he can submit him.
And then, my final question, right? February 10th, Robert Bryczek, Albert Duraev. Robert, give me your official prediction.
Like always, plan is like always, and heavy punches. People for sure will see heavy punches from me, and that people love, and I want to give it.
Awesome. Well, Robert, I appreciate you taking the time. If there are any fans, socials, you want to shout out either in Polish or in English, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, my friend. It's great to can speak with you, and a big honor for me, for a fighter from Poland, that somebody want to make interview and show the people some exotic fighters, because Poland is far away from here.
Well, Robert, it was a pleasure to get to interview you, get to know you. Guys, Robert Bryczek makes his debut on February 10th. He takes on Albert Duraev. You will not want to miss this fight. Robert, thank you so much for taking the time. Best of luck to you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much. Regards for every fans, MMA fans, and don't blink in my fight.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.